Hey guys, it's Kelly and it's a Flossy Friday. Today is June 11th. Needed to look that up. Stella just climbed up here, so I'll try to keep her in frame. Potter's now walking down the hallway, so she may leave. I don't really know. So, today has been a really crazy day. Oh gosh. No, ma'am. Leave the blinds or the curtains alone, please. She's been an absolute nightmare, you guys. I love her. No, ma'am. Jump or don't jump, but leave the curtains alone. So, surgery made her more hyperactive. I think I've talked about it. She can now jump like 5.5 feet in the air. She's become more aerodynamic the smaller that she stays. The other thing is that things that she used to not care about at all and has had exposure to this whole time, she all of a sudden cares about. She's stealing things from different rooms and taking them in other rooms. Don't know why. She's destroying things, literally. She's stealing them out of other rooms, taking them to other rooms, and then actively destroying things. But I love her. I love her. I love her so much. I really do. I know that I'm saying it kind of like in a sarcastic tone, but I genuinely love her. I just don't know what to do at the moment with the way that she's behaving. And Potter just looks around like, you wanted this. But Potter is doing really good as well. They both still absolutely grossly obsess over each other. It's adorable. But yeah, I don't know. She's really into like tearing certain things up at the moment, and it's driving me bonkers. I know that she will grow out of it. I just wish it would happen faster. Work is still kind of crazy hectic, but okay, so yesterday on my lunch break, I mowed my front and backyard because finally the rain has lifted. We've had rain for almost 3 to 4 weeks straight. Like we would have like a day without rain, and then that night it would start raining again. Or we would have a day without rain, but it rained in that morning. And about 2 weeks ago, I mowed the yard. It had only not been raining for like a day. And so there were some spots that there's one spot where my yard, because it was a little bit too wet and the tire of my lawnmower dug in a little bit too much, but it'll be fine. It'll fix itself. It's not that big of a deal. So the yard was like another 6 to 7 inches than what I keep it at. So I mowed yesterday on my lunch break, front and backyard. It takes the entire hour, but I go out, I power it, I get it done. I walk, because it's a lot of back and forth, right? It's 2.5 miles to mow my front and backyard. Because I have a pretty big yard, actually, for not being on a corner lot. The neighborhood that I'm in is from the 70s, and they just had bigger lots. Some of the other neighborhoods and areas, not as big. It just is what it is. So, anyways, yesterday afternoon, I had to call in for the last couple of hours of work. Because I'm pretty sure I got a migraine due to heat exhaustion. I slept a lot last night. It was just no bueno. And then I woke up today, still had a headache, still did not feel great, stayed in bed for a couple of hours, called in. But then as I felt better, I wanted to start my Texas flag project outside. And yes, it is really hot. And here's why heat exhaustion, right? So, it's only in like the 90s here right now, which I think the other day it was 97, but the heat index, it was like 111. So like, even on like really hot days, our heat index usually isn't over like 110, okay? It was at like 111, so I have real high hopes for July and August and September, if this is where we're already at. I mean, literally, well, I can't really say 2 weeks ago because it was raining and the temperatures were lower, but like 4 weeks ago, and it was like touching the low 90s, the heat index wasn't even, but part of that is because there is still moisture in the air and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, the ground is still evaporating from all of the rain. So it is to be expected. But the shed wall that I painted, and I can see it from this window, the shed wall that I painted is in complete shade. So it was really warm and I did like sweat, but I wasn't in like beating sun. What are you doing? Hey, ma'am, what are you doing? Stop. She's trying to climb up the back of my computer setup and climb up the cords behind my desk, up the wall. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. It's things like that. Ma'am. Hey, ma'am. I'm sorry that I'm disciplining a toddler in my video, but I don't feel like editing. Ma'am. Ah! Now she's trying to get into a box of things. This is why this room door stays closed if I'm not in it anymore, because I don't trust her to be in this room. The other rooms I semi-trust her to be in. Not this room. She's not this room. She's too much expensive breakables. Computers that don't belong to me. They belong to my work. She's not allowed in here. Anyways. Okay. So I started painting my Texas flag, and it should be done in about 2 weeks or so, because I have plenty of blue left. I think it needs a third coat. The white needs 1 to 2 more coats. Everything right now has 2 coats. So if you saw the photos or my stories on Instagram, ma'am, do you belong up there? Ma'am, do you belong up there? I'm not gonna be able to get through this video. I should title this the video of ma'am. I'm glad I'm feeling better. If I still not feel good, I definitely would not be making it through this video. Everything currently has 2 coats. Red is a very thin paint. It's very hard to get a true red in 2 to 3 coats. So the red is going to need between 2 and 4 more coats. White needs at least 1 more, possibly a 4th. And the blue, if it needs any more, it only needs 1. Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Can we just, I love you, but can we just? Okay. Keep your tail down. Lord, help me. Give me patience. You guys, please send me patience. I have plenty of it, but she tests it every day. She tests it. So anyways, I started painting that, but so the paint is not from Home Depot, Lowe's, or Sherwin-Williams. It's from a place called Murphy Brothers. It's in Houston. So I can't just go to Home Depot or Sherwin-Williams, and the closest Lowe's is like 40 minutes away. So my dad is going to pick up some more of the red, but I have plenty of blue and white. So my dad's going to pick up some more of the red for me because, you know, like I said, you know, like they can do color matching, but it won't be exact. So I want to get the same color. And the reason why I'm out, you would think this is a new project, I have brand new cans of paint, is because whenever I was in either junior high or high school, I can't remember when we did it, but it was roughly 20 years ago, give or take a year or two. We painted, the way that our house back home is set up, our backyard, you have half part of the house in the backyard, and then the garage also. And then there's like a patio. And then the open backyard has house and garage with a patio here. So we painted a proportionate Texas flag on our garage. On like, my dad is an estimator, so he proportioned it, and we painted that amount on our garage. And so it needed to be touched up. I mean, it had been, give or take, a couple of years off of 20, either plus or minus. So he was touching it up. So this is the leftover paint from the touch-up. So that's why I need more red, and I can't get it in my town if we want it to match. So I've got to wait, and I'm not going to see my dad this weekend, but I'm going to see him the next one for Father's Day. So either he's coming up here or I'm going back home, but either way, I'm going to get the red paint. So in about 2 weeks, the whole project should be finished, and my dad found a star, and he's going to paint it white. So really exciting. But I did post about it on my Instagram. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing today. And I do feel so much better, but I felt gross also at the same time. So I took a shower, which is why I can't stop playing with my hair, because it's like, I didn't put product in it. So it's like half frizz, half curl, half wet, half dry. It is what it is. Anyways, that's a lot. I worked on 2 things this last week, and I finished my quilt. Did I not show that last time? Ooh. I am going to have to slightly edit, because I'm going to show you my quilt. But let me show you the stitching first, and then we'll show the quilt at the end, because it is crazy massive. Also, Maureen McCormick has been, like, she was replying to me on Instagram. Totally fangirled. Okay. Multiple times. And she reposted me a couple of times. So if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that. Oh my gosh. Fangirled. It was so exciting. And one of my high school friends, his name is Lance, he worked with her on her show on HGTV, but it's also on Discovery Plus, by the way. And I can't remember the name of it. It's Retro Rewind or something like that, where her and this guy, they, I'm going to look it up. Her and this guy, and I don't know his name, but they, I want to say it's called Retro Rewind. I could totally check. Frozen in Time. Oops. But that show's already out. My friend made it sound like this was a show that they just finished, like they just wrapped up on. What did he say it was called? Oh no, it is Frozen in Time. Anyways, he said hopefully there'll be a season 2 and then he'll get to work with her again. But I even, she was replying back, and I wrote her and I said, oh my gosh, my friend Lance told me that he worked on your show. Or like I just like tagged him, and she responded, oh my gosh, tell Lance hi. It was the coolest thing. Anyways, so fun. That's the fangirl story. Maureen McCormick reposted my story, or my Instagram post twice, replied to me, gave me name ideas for my quilt, because I just flat out asked her, and I didn't think that she would reply, and she replied. And then I tagged my friend to be like, hey, this is my childhood friend. You got to meet him and work with him. How freaking cool is that? 6 degrees or less of separation. And she replied back, tell your friend Lance hi. And Lance, obviously, he saw it. Anyways, I digress. It was so exciting. But let me show you my stitching. Not even to the stitching yet. What are you doing? She's now scaling the wall in the hallway. I don't know if you can hear that, but she's sliding down the walls. Ma'am, what are you doing? She does this at all hours, and I work from home. So yes, it's permanently being around a toddler. Okay. So, I worked on 2 things this last week. And one of them is a finish. I've now finished the Red, White, and Bloom series from Bryn and Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I know that I said that I was going to have these into little pillows by the end of this week, but it did not happen. It's fine. It's fine. They'll get done before the 4th of July. You will see them soon. I can't. Anyways, this is the, what was this one called? I don't even know. Oh, my Lanta. What was this one called? Can I help you? Can I help you? What do you need? No. No. Leave the computer stuff alone, please. July Jubilee is what this one is called. So, I've officially completed all of them. July Jubilee on 16 count, Pictureless Plus, Confetti, Crystal, Ada. I did make a mistake. The flag is over too far to the left by 1. I just fudged his little stick in his mouth. I think it's still cute. Ma'am, no, stop. You don't need to go there. Stop it. Come back, please. Stella. I'm tempting her with a Post-it. Hey, you're tangled up in actual cords. You are going to actually break something, and Mommy does not own this stuff. Hold on 1 second. Stella. Also, you cannot sit on the power cord. That is not safe, and you could shut things down unexpectedly, which is not good. Why are you all about this right now? Oh, dear Lord. I'm gonna go crazy. Okay. And this chair is really squeaky. Okay. There's things floating around. Alright, so the other thing that I've been working on, because my intent was not to like work on this until it was done, but I just can't stop working on it. I love working on it so much. So this is on a 32 count linen. It's not an even weave. I did dye it myself. I talked about it last time. I dyed it with the Liquid Rit in Pearl Gray, Tan, and Sterling. And like I said, I know that Hobby Lobby has all those colors. I don't know if Michael's does. We don't have Michael's near me anymore. They've all closed down. Our Walmart does not have them. Target does not have them. My grocery store, the one that carries a couple of Rit colors, does not have them. Like they have like the tan and like the Pearl Gray, but not the Sterling. So also only the Hobby Lobby around me has the liquids, and I don't really like doing the powders anymore. Anyways, this is from the Sunday Stitches series from Beth Twist, also known as Heartstring Samplery. And I talked about this in my last video, so if you want to know more information about Sunday Stitches and where you can find them, they are only at select shops, online and in person. She only offered this series. Well, it wasn't even offered. It's only being sent to the shops that are like on her auto ship. No matter what you make, we love it. We want to have it, kind of a thing. So on heartstringsamplery.com, you can see which hymns are coming out for the rest of the year. There is one a month. So the 6th one is going to release soon. But as they come out, she puts previews of what they look like. But all of the names of the hymns are visible through December. And there is a link on her site to go to another page that shows a list of all the shops that carry them. I got the first 3 from Abby at Top Knot Stitcher Shop. So I know you can for sure get them from Abby. And if she sells out of one of them, she gets it back in stock whenever her next like order comes in. So, and she can set it up as a pre-order for you. So that way, whenever it does get restocked for her, it can get shipped with your next order. Anyways, okay. So, this is the halfway point right here. Right here, literally, is the halfway point. So I basically, all that I have left, I finished all the words, is I have to repeat the floral and the greenery. So the floral and the greenery. And I already started the greenery because it carries over from the stitching over here. So I got some orts hanging out over here. So I love this piece. I have the other 2 to stitch as well. I don't think, normally I'm like, oh, I want to stitch everything in a series on the same fabric. I don't want to do that with this series. I want to pick a fabric that makes sense for that hem, for that pattern, for those colors and all that kind of stuff. So, so I will have plenty of this left for something else. It may be another one of these. It may not. I don't know. But, yeah. I really, really love this. This is the old rugged cross. And anyways, I have my Lady of the Flag still out. She's like calling my name. And so is my Bygone Stitches One Nation. They are both still calling my name. They're both still out. And I will get some more stitches put into them between now and the 4th of July and possibly even a little bit past that. But I really wanted and needed a new start, and this had been like screaming at me for so long. I mean, since March, whenever I got the first 3 in the series, and I just haven't been able to put it down. So I'm going to try and get this one done this week, and then I'll get back to my other 2 that I'm really, really interested in working on. So I will be, for you, 1 second. So it is really big. It's going to be really hard for me to show you the whole thing myself. So if you want to see the full thing completely spread out, please go check my Instagram out because that's where you'll be able to see it, KelliAnn86. But it is done. It is done. It is put together. It is bright. It is colorful. See, that's what I'm saying. It's 104 by 114. I can't, literally, on my own. And then, so this is the top, so it like scatters out, and then it gets more dense as the quilt goes on. So, it is massive, it is beautiful, it is colorful, it is floral. It is everything that I've ever wanted. Holy heck, my hair. Yeah. I've been looking for the best 70s line for over a decade to make a quilt out of, and this literally is it. So, I'm so excited for it. I love it so much. It's just, it's all the happiness all at one time. It's amazing. So anyways, that is this video. Hopefully, I need to refold it. But hopefully you stuck around through all the mamming. Have any tips or ideas? Let me know. Also, let me know what you're stitching on, because I love having that conversation down in the comments with you. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what's good, where you're at. And when the flag is completely done, I will show photos, like official photos. Right now, its current state, its current state is on my stories, so you have some time to still go check it out where it's at right now with 2 coats of every color. And I did make a post, a little sneak peek post that's going to stay on my Instagram feed with the paintbrushes, but I won't post a full reveal until it's done. So that'll be in another like week or 2, and then I don't think I'm done painting this for this weekend. I'm just like in a mood. I'm in a mood, so I think I'm going to also be working this weekend on finishing up painting my guest bathroom, because I started that the week that it froze for 8 days in Texas, which was in February, the end of February. So I really need to finish that. So that's probably going to happen. I still have a couple of rooms where I need to finish painting the baseboards. I don't know if I'm going to go that far this weekend, but like, because that's like a smaller painting project, but the really big painting projects are I've you know, they're in motion, you know what I mean? So tomorrow I think I'm going to work on the bathroom and at least get 1 coat fully done. And then maybe Sunday start on the 2nd coat, or I don't know, I may work on it on a weekday, I'm not really sure. But this weekend I'm just in a paint mood, and it would be some stuff to check off of my to-do list around my house. So I hope that y'all have a fantastic weekend and a great week coming up. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you have any household projects going on. Let me know what the weather's like where you're at, or where you're at, because I don't know that for everyone, and that would just be fun. The other thing is, like, you don't have to tell me your actual city, but you can tell me like your state or your country, because I get privacy and I get safety. And let me know how to calm her down. Again, I don't know if you can hear her. I don't know what she has. I don't know what she's playing with. I'm afraid to go look. I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.